Jules here from Joolsedesigns and JT Creations. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish this tag book off. So a recap on what we did the last time. We added the gatefold. Now what I did was we'd done the stenciling, so I've added a bee and I've added a pocket. This one we'd added a pocket and we've not done anything to that. This one, again, I added a bee and some flowers and I re-stamped it off. Now I used Distress, oh crikey, I forgot what to call them, oxide in the black and did a bit of yellow. That's why it's like, and I also added that one there. And I did that in sepia. So that's one of the Tim Holtz stamps, I think. I'm not sure. So what I want to do is I want to carry on putting these little tabs on here. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to do another tag on the front. But I want it to, with a pocket in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some embossing, and I've got a lot of different stamps. Now these are Stampin' Around. I've had them for absolute years, and some of them have been backed onto the stamp mount. I think that is a Crafter's Companion. That might be a Crafter's Companion. Some of these might be, I don't know. But these certainly are the Stampin' Around. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to do my bee in the middle, because I like my bee. And what I want to do is I want to do some mixed embossing colours. And you know me, anybody that's followed me, I don't do anything the way it's meant to be with just one colour. So, and it is quite a filled in, the body's quite a filled in stamp, and the legs, there's just some sort of like little tiny bits here, you know, these that won't be stamped. So what we're doing is, and I can't find my talcum powder bag, that, you know, sort of like when you're embossing, you have to take all the static away from the page, otherwise when you put your embossing powder will stick. So you get these like little net bags with talcum powder in. I've lost mine, so my husband thankfully ran out to the shop and got me some baby powder, and I've got some like little material tea bags. So you can use stockings, you know, a lot of people will fill an old stocking toe with talcum powder and then tie it in a knot and just use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you can see this isn't as good as a, because you can see, and you don't want to touch it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my bumblebee, and I'm using Versamark, which gives it it's like a glycerine based ink pad. It's for doing watermarks and things. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him right in the middle there. Now because it's going on black, I can see when I wobble the stamp a bit like that, I can see it's going on. And yeah, it does stick. So I think you can see, yep. Now what I wanted to do him silver, gold and copper. I can't find my gold, so I've got gold pearl. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the gold pearl in the middle, just gently. This is where his little body will be. Now what I forgot to do was get some paper. Silly girl. Silly person. Let me see what I've got. I've got a bit of an old prescription. Right, so what I'm going to do is, it's all right, my husband's not in, he usually goes, he doesn't like me calling myself silly. I don't mind, because I am. So you can see we've got the body bit, and I'm just putting that back in there. Now also what I did was I mixed some copper with some silver pearl. So I didn't want just plain copper, so this is what we're going to do around here. So I'm going to now, if this works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I want to get the legs. And I'm just gently tapping it out. And then tipping it onto there. And we'll put that back in there. I'm quite interested to see what this turns out like. I like to mix my embossing powders. And then we're going to do the silver on the wings. Now there is a bit of copper on the wings, but that's fine. And I've got that many embossing powders that I've hardly used. I'm not bothered if they get mixed up a little bit. It's fine. Now this should be an interesting bee. But it was just I wanted the metallics because it's on black card. So you can see there. So it's quite an interesting look. And what I will do is I'm going to heat this up. I'm going to try and heat it up so you can see it. But I will turn the video down because the heat gun is a little bit noisy. I did have one of the quiet ones, but I used it that much that it just died on me. So it will go quiet now, or it will go very, very low. But as I say, I'll try and angle it so you can see it turning. Okay. Okay, now as you can see, I've overheated that little bit on the wing. Now if you overheat it, what happens is the nice shiny embossing that you've got there, it just burns away and it goes quite dull, which is fine. I'm not that bothered. But I'm quite pleased with my little bee. He's and I'm quite pleased with the, I've not quite caught it there, so we'll give it another little bit. Yeah, there was a little bit in the middle as well. So there you are, so you can see. And what happens is when you heat your card, this is only thin card, and it's craft card core. It's not white core and it's not black core. So it does wobble a bit, which is fine. I'm not that bothered. But now you can touch that. Don't touch it when it's first done because it's molten. So now what I want to do is I want to put some, I'm just going to wipe that, because when you're messing on with embossing powders, you get it all over, no matter how careful you are. So I think now this has got irises. It looks like it's either got stalks of wallflowers, daisies and grasses in it. So I think what we might do is we might put that round there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put silver pearl. In fact, if you give me 2 seconds, I think I've got like a mossy green type metallic. I'm just going to try and find it. I'll see in a minute. Right, I'm back. I don't have a metallic one, but what I have got is I've got heated up moss. I've got the Cosmic Shimmer embossing powder, and that's the emerald green luster. I've got mint, which is very much like that. So what I'm looking for is the colour. I've also found my gold. And again, I might just mix these a little bit. I might do the green and the gold. So, and I'm going to use the melt dust, the mint. So again, what I'm using is I'm using my VersaFine, and you can kind of, when you look at your stamp, you can see that it's got and I can see those. And there you can see them there. And again, I'm just going to put that down there. Now I'm going to sit down to do this. And I'm looking at this bit here. And we'll put that back in there. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just put your embossing powder right over the top and do it all green, but I don't want to do it all green. I want to have some colours in it, so I'm going to do some of this gold pearl. And we'll colour the rest of this in the middle. Oh, see what I mean about getting it all over. So what I usually do there is, and because this is a silicone mat, it sticks to the mat. So we got the most of it up. And then I think we will do, I think we'll do some of this emerald green. It's Cosmic Shimmer. It's got like a shimmer in it, which is quite nice. I'm not it should show up on there. Because I've got the copper in that, and it's nice. It's a bright copper. And I'm going to do the rest with gold, because I like gold. And I'm just going to catch anything else that I missed with gold. There we are. You can also get Versamark pens, you know, if you're good at calligraphy and things like that, because it has like a point end and it has like a calligraphy type end. So if you're really good at sort of like writing, I'm not that great, I'm not that neat, so I don't do it. I have done in the past, but you can, you know, you can draw designs and things. So again, I'm going to heat this up. I will angle it so you can see it turning, but I will quieten the video down. And there you can see, and this one, that's that one, the Cosmic Shimmer. So it is quite, it's like a goldy green. If you can see it, but you can see the melt dust mint, and you can see the gold, and you can see some of that gold there. I'm quite pleased with that at the moment. And we're not stopping there. We're going to do some, I think I've got some like sunflowers. I don't think they are sunflowers, but I'm going to have a go at doing these. That's a smaller version. Right. Do I want this right at the top like that? Yeah. Okay. So again, give it a good ink. And then place it on there like that. Now you can stick these down to these. It's if you mount them with stamp mount, it just sticks automatically, but otherwise you just use a glue stick. And there we are. So there we are, we can see. And I think, what should I do? Should I do it yellow and orange at the top, or yellow and gold? Right. Just give me 2 seconds.